Good morning. Welcome back to day 14 of our 55-day journey of Christ consciousness, inspired by the Christ Consciousness deck by Amanda Ellis. And this is just our journey together, exploring the deck and the energies that of Christ consciousness, really that are within you. And this is an oracle deck that supports you with your own self-mastery as you grow, as your soul is expanding, as your heart is awakening to love and light and all the other things that go with it that are challenging, and the ability to look at yourself and look at the aspects of yourself. And interesting, we'll have this card pops out. This card pops out for us today. And don't worry, we'll go through the entire deck periodically. I'll pull a card every few days, every day, or as my schedule allows, really. So today we are welcomed by this lovely image of song. Celebrate and express yourself. Celebrate and express yourself. And that just feels really, really fitting. And just as let's just take in the card together first, right? Because this also too is about you trusting your inner knowing, your higher self, your spiritual sovereignty, right? So what may be channeled through me or through other people, that's just an aspect of energy that comes through as we connect to something. It's not right or wrong per se, but this too is about you. This is about you trusting yourself, trusting that you're connected to oneness, it's unity consciousness, and that your ability to be creative and connect with that divine feminine energy within you, to create in harmony with the divine masculine energies within you, that architect that helps bring it into form, right? You don't have one without the other, and it's bringing it into harmony. As I'm reminded of Archangel Sandalphon that's been sitting on my desk all week. Bring harmony, right? Bring harmony, bring the world into harmony, right? Tune in to your divine potential, okay? And he's playing this beautiful flute. And Archangel Sandalphon assists in grounding, building your spiritual foundation. So how might you also connect with the earth and the spirit through song, through celebration, through expression? Look at this beautiful, is depicted as a Native American woman. She uses everything, right? She has the feathers of the eagle in her hair. Also looks like turkey feathers that are running down along her hair, and some other type of feathers that I'm not familiar with on the lower one, but definitely the eagle one on top, right? So pay attention to that too. It's connecting you to your higher spirit, that higher vision. And look at the freedom in this too, with all these other birds and that transformation of these colors of the aquamarine, the throat, the aqua that she's bathed in. It reminds me of, is it the Mary Magdalene energies or Mother Mary, that aqua turquoise color that is so purifying and clear and light and beautiful. And then it's touched with this hints of gold around it, right? Because you are gold, you are golden. And look at the transformation of the birds and then the golden light, right? It goes from the turquoise or aqua into the violet into the golden light. And then she's drumming. You are that energy. There's that symbol. It's basically a universal symbol and mudra of energy and peace, right? So when monks walk through a town, they walk with holding that mudra up, that they mean no harm. They come in peace and oneness with everything. So imagine as you connect, any of you that are drummers out there know that you're connecting with the spirit animal of the hide, of the skin. Also the wood that the beater is made with. Everything in life you are connecting with, and it has a spiritual meaning, and it's made, all these things are made through love, And here I brought my love plant to my desk today. from a different portion of the room, and everything's been about love this morning. Earlier, I talked about strawberries and their spiritual meaning and folklore, and that's connection to love, connection to the heart, connection to purification, transformation, enlightenment, growth, things of that nature, and so much more, so much more. And think about the strawberry. I didn't realize this, but it's related to the rose family. And I'm just like, how perfect, because one, I love roses, but roses depict so much for me, and they're very high vibrational in their scent, in what they represent. But we're talking about love and purification and the water that flows through you. The spleen is a very important part of the blood. The strawberry is related to that. The color of red is vitality, sensuality, things like that. But how does this relate to song and creativity, right? Because when you do things from that inspiration and love, it flows. It flows. It ignites that fire within you. It lights you up. Look at how joyful her face is. How joyful her face is. So when you are in times of maybe even challenges, perhaps that's the time for you to celebrate and be in gratitude. And that really shifts you into a higher vibrational state. It's a vital piece of your evolution and self-mastery is to walk in gratitude and grace and connect with your higher spirit that you're connected to. Call on the spirit of the eagle. Call on the spirit of the birds that fly high, because even birds have a different, for lack of a better word, hierarchy, I'll say. They have a different purpose. So when you connect with that eagle feather, it has such wisdom, that eagle eye, right? You can look down and see everything. It has strength, it has power. You can look at it and just feel its power, right? There's symbolism there, but connecting that to your spirituality and your growth and your connection to the divine that's within you and outside of you is really powerful. And how might you start to celebrate that and express it, right? Maybe you like to drum in your backyard or go to a park. Maybe you like to sing out loud, and something, even when I look at these blue colors, I think of the throat chakra. How might I need to clear my throat chakra to express, right? Put on some music that you like singing to. And I'm not talking about music that's melancholy. I'm talking about music that brings you joy, has you move the body, gets that blood flowing. Blood is water, right? Gets that water flowing. We have the elements and coolness of water coming through, but look how the energies are moving. They're moving in this circular motion. They're bringing energy in. And it reminds me of that toroidal field that many of us are moving into as you're becoming this magnet from your heart, right? That magnetism from your heart chakra, and you're clearing your energetics. You're clearing your chakra system, and they're coming online, but coming into this where I just keep seeing it becoming one sphere, right? And we're just encapsulated in all these qualities that we will naturally become and know how to resonate in which one, like a synthesizer machine, right? We'll know how to use these energies in the exact way they're meant to and bring in the harmonics, okay? So when your world is in harmony, so is the world around you, and it just continues to feed out. All right. So it doesn't have to mean you have to save the world. You're saving the world and creating harmony in the world by being harmonic in yourself and to the divine connection, and being online, stepping further into your sovereignty, your personal power, your development through celebration, through song, through expression. So let's see what the book has to say. So, excuse me, and bring in that beautiful golden light too, and that you are this, you are all that. So card number 52 is what we drew today, 52. Let's see what wisdom it has for us. Because you also have that ability, that transmutation, transfiguration, freedom. This card very much is about freedom, I feel, in looking her, because you're free to express, free to connect, free to be yourself. Okay. So open your ears to hear God's voice all around you, from the children's chatter on the school bus to the rain on the window, the cat's purr, a favorite band, and a baby's laughter. The world is full of sound and melody, and we grew up with many types, from hymns to gospel renditions, psalms, and choral wonders to the chanting of Buddhist monks and the drumbeat of indigenous cultures. Song is a way of uniting us and a way to honor traditions, our history, and our culture, as well as birthing new paradigms and expressing a time. As we move into the golden age, music can help us with new frequencies, vibrations, symphonies, and more. Music's purpose is to raise our vibration, helping us express our feelings and mood, and holy practice lifting reverence to heaven as a gift of thanks for all that we have. Today, the inclusions of song and music will lift your soul, raise a smile, help your feet move, and help your tears fall. Whether in sadness, joy, or any other emotion, just as a parent soothes a child with a lullaby, you too can soothe yourself via the power of song, which can transport you back to happier bygone times and nourish and replenish you as good memories do. You were given a voice to use, so be proud of it. Sing, hum, since the timbre of your voice, the unique way it sounds, your accent, and how you string words together are beautiful to God, who loves to hear it. The sounds of melodies, drum beats, percussion, gentle bells, and the piano's majestic chords all enrich our time here on earth. Taking up an instrument also can be fun and educational at this time, birthing new languages made up of chords, notes, and quavers, stimulating our minds and moving us into new talents, hobbies, or even career. Everyone can learn, since rhythm is inbuilt within you. You don't need a qualification to pick up a drum or strum a guitar, so have fun learning and explore your connection to music, as well as moving your body to its beat and rhythm. And here I have my little rattle. Move the body to the beat and rhythm. Ba-boom, 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 ba-boom. Okay, I've been taking a rhythm class lately because I wanted to connect more to rhythm. And we start with our rattle at our heart, because that's our rhythm. That's our rhythm. That's your rhythm. And how might you connect? Even with the drum, when I connected with my frame drums, I learned to connect with the rhythm of the heart of the earth. And it's easy because your body's a drum. So don't be shy with that. Tap on your body, wake your body up. It can be very therapeutic. But I continue. Let's see. The season cycles of life. When was the last time you sang or listened to a piece of music that stirred your soul and shifted the energy within you to be inspired and moved? Today, listen to what you enjoy, participate, and notice the creation of sound, from wind chimes to the wind to humming a tune in the shower, to the clatter of pots and pans in the kitchen, and the noise of household waking up and going about the day. Music can bring happiness into an empty room, be company if alone, change the mood, contribute to the party or gathering, and create ambiance and atmosphere to lift frequency and bring you closer to God. Enjoy all expressions and manifestations of it. This may be a time to go and hear live music, book tickets to the opera, sit in a bar with a live jazz band, or hear the percussion band playing as they march. The sounds of the universe are beautiful to behold and one of God's gifts to us. Enjoy exploring all forms today. So that's beautiful. And even as I'm tingling and doing this rhythm, right? It sets a rhythm for us today. and go celebrate it. Remember, look how happy she is. And I just feel like, yes, it's summertime. Why not be more active, at least here in the hemisphere, but also in the, as we go into the southern hemisphere too, even winter time, it's a beautiful time to go listen to live music. It's a very active time of year. Maybe pay attention to how music changes with the season and how it represents, it tells a story. You can be poetic, right? Write something, and maybe, like they said, pick up, like the book suggests, pick up a guitar, strum it, put some lyrics to it. Because as Dolly Parton once said, songs are just words or stories, stories with music to them. And you get to express it. I was listening to something the other day and it was about logging, and it was a whole, like a little banjo type of music. And he was telling a story, and really what he was telling was information and guiding other loggers when it was safe and unsafe to do logging and cut timber, right? And I don't remember all the lyrics to this song, but it was basically, yeah, when the winds are blowing, it's not safe to cut timber. And it went through, it's music carries the wisdom within you. It carries direction. It does mark our time. It marks our history. It marks our experiences. Think about culturally how there's so much wisdom in the music, right? And celebration and setting yourself free too. So it can be instructional instructions built into music when you play, when you create. There can be stories, right? Stories of trials and tribulations and the hero's journey. But it also can guide you to where you need to go through symbolism, through the lyrics, right? Through the lyrics. And I was thinking about the other day, I was with a client and there was different noises going back and forth through the office. And I just started smiling and she's all, what? And I'm all, oh, it's just the musical sounds of the office. Where you live has its own sound, right? Instead of being irritated by those sounds, how might you just celebrate them and go, wow, this is the sound of my home. This is the sound of my home when it wakes up. This is the sound of the street, right? I live off a busy street, so I know what time of day it is based on the sound of the cars passing by. As I transition from the bewitching hour, the morning of 4 or 5 in the morning, and then it starts to transition and more cars to come by. And then I know, like, it's getting closer to 6:30, 7 o'clock, because it takes on a different rhythm, a different hum of the tires passing by, of the wind being pushed through. And then the life and activity. So maybe go through your day and pay attention to the sounds and the activity of life around you and celebrate that. I don't think we need any other additional guidance today with celebrating ceremony and song. I know in many other traditions, like I was talking about in the wintertime, it's a time of folklore where people meet, and they, like in Ireland, and they have these places where you can go and stories are told through music. The folklore is told through music. It's a very active time of celebration, right? So is summer. It's an active time of coming together and celebrating. And the winds, it's like these winds of change too, but also what comes with the winds. So that's what I leave you with today. As I looked at the clock, it's 11:11, July 19th, 2023. Have a really blessed day and go discover music and celebrate your expression.